Hey Brett, Max here. I wanted to respond to your video on the KSNA Advocacy Day. Forgive me while I look to the side at my notes frequently. We did start off with some great speakers. I remember hearing the one lady speak about surgical smoke that you mentioned, and I could almost literally smell the smoke and imagine the human flesh particles being inhaled into my respiratory system and possibly crossing into my bloodstream, and it was pretty unsettling. The other speaker that was female was very effective and quite bombastic, and I liked her a great deal. I can't remember her name, but she was the one who had us advocate in the moment by emailing um, Governor Kelly. I thought even though the students were probably unaware of what they were being asked to do, they still, for the most part, probably blindly followed the instruction. And I thought that was pretty clever on the speaker's part. Um, we also encouraged the students, to go and speak to their representative or their senators once they got to the Capitol. We'll stick a pin in that. I appreciated that you updated us on HB 2600 and how the useless recycling of that bill through the House of Representatives was very similar to what I would call filibustering on the floor. Let's see. I was happy to hear that HB 2528, the changes to the Board of Nursing's disciplinary practices, was passed and signed by the governor, effectively making it less actionable for nurses who fail to renew their license, and that it would not be considered in the same class as um, negligent harm to a patient. Let's see. Moving on to the state capitol. State capitol. I too was confused. I remember thinking this place is like a version of Hogwarts. All these halls are similar. All the doors look the same. There's really no signage directing me anywhere. I was just as lost as everyone else there and still trying to guide students around the joint. Let's see. Meeting with Senator Schmidt. Wow, what a fun anecdote that you have. I won't repeat what was said. It kind of would steal the thunder away from what you have, or not steal the thunder, but be less impactful as when you told it. But it was very candid of the senator to speak that way. And I thought that ultimately, how refreshing for an elected official to just give it to you straight like that. May not be the news you want to hear. Moving on, or as a sub point to that, it's just an example of how bipartisan politics is just mired in inutility and wastefulness. Mm. I'm not a fan of the political system, um, and I'm not a fan of the point that you made near the end, in that politics impacts policy much more than facts. I'm not sure if you were as politically inclined before this course as you seem to be now, but I think it's refreshing to see your enthusiasm and vigor. I too have been spurred into action by taking this course. One little critique, if you don't mind, I noticed that you rely on and a lot, Brett. Be cognizant of that, especially as you're moving into the educator role. We, both of us, could benefit from being aware of those crutches in our oration and trying to minimize those. Thanks, buddy.